Welcome to another King's Christian Collegiate tutorial. Today we're going to look at color splash. This is creating the illusion that one of these objects is in color while the rest of the image is black and white. There are many ways to do this. I'm going to show you one of the easiest ways. It's very, very simple. It takes a little bit of time and some concentration, but it's a very simple process. So the first thing you need to do is have a color version of your image and a black and white, an identical black and white version of this image. Now you just simply open both images and stack them one on top of the other in your layers. This is our bottom layer, and if you want it to be active, you click it and it becomes blue. Now it's active. And this is our top layer. Of course, this is the black and white. And we want to reveal the color of this image through this image. And so all we're going to do is erase the portion of this image that we want gone. So let's go over here to our eraser tool, and we want a soft edge, mainly because of these edges here that are nice and soft, and we want to make sure it's soft. About 45% is good, pixels rather is good. And we're just simply going to use our eraser tool and erase this portion of the image, revealing the yellow car and the colors behind. So this will take a few minutes to do. You're going to want to take your time to do this right. And you may want to get a little closer to those edges than this will allow you. So our image right now is at 50%. We want to make it a little bit bigger, get a little closer to the object that we're trying to remove. So let's do that. So we'll hold Command and hit plus. That brings us a little closer. Now we're at 66.67%. Let's do it again. Command plus. Now we're at 100%. Now we're nice and close. This is a high resolution image, so we're a little bit blurry, but not too bad. And let's continue to erase all of this color. Now, be careful. You don't want to erase this portion, and you don't want to erase this portion. So we're going to be very, very careful, take our time, and make sure that we are staying on the yellow. If you are erasing and you accidentally run over onto the other portion, so let's say I'm erasing this section here, and I get my elbow bumped or something, and I wind up doing this. It's simply a matter of undoing what you just did. So hold down Command and Z, and that'll undo the last thing you just did. If you did that more than once, you need to go back a few more steps. You go up to Edit, Step Backward, and that'll step by step remove each thing you just did. So let's continue. Take your time to go over. If you see any little light spots, just double check to make sure that you got that spot. Here's some white spots. This is actually a reflection, but go over it anyway just to be sure. Once you think you're done, you can zoom back out and have a look. So hold Command and press the minus key, and that's not too bad. Now, the only thing I think about this particular image is that this colored yellow is not really bright. It's not popping the way I want it to. So I want to bring that color up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my background layer, that's the color that we removed, and I'm going to make it active, so now it's blue. I'm going to go up to my image. I'm going to go to Adjustments, and I'm going to go over to Vibrance. Now, once again, there are many ways to do this. This is probably the least sophisticated way, but for our purposes, it's going to accomplish what we want to accomplish. So we've got our Vibrance slider. I'm going to grab our slider, and we're just going to slide it up, and we're going to make those colors come alive. After I slide it all the way down, now it's not very vibrant at all. Slide it back up, now it's super vibrant. Now that we've done that, to be completely honest, I kind of like it a little more subtle. So if we bring it all the way back down, that's not too bad, maybe a little bit more. I kind of like it like that. It looks a little softer. It feels a little more, a little warmer. A little nicer. So I think I like that actually, but it's up to you. You may prefer to have that color really pop. I think I like it a little more subtle, and hit OK. You can also do something else. We can go to Image, Adjustments, and then we can go to Selective Color. Now, let's say we want these reds, the red in the stripe and the red in the wheel to come up. Go to our red, make sure there's all these different colors. Go to our red, and we're going to bring this up or down. We'll play with it a little bit. No, that's not quite it. Nah, that's what I want. I want it to be a little bit brighter. Play with these things. Really make these colors pop if you want them to. See what happens when we play with the yellow levels. I like that. So I'm going to hit OK. So now we have our final image. It looks a little sloppy over here. It actually looks like it hasn't been erased properly, but it has. This is just some reflection. Unfortunately, I don't really like the way that looks, but that's just part of the image. So our image is now erased. So what we've done is we've basically just erased the shape of this car from this image. So if we close the background image, we actually have that hole there. Now we can also see that we've got a few little spots that we need to erase still. So we'll have our eraser active. We'll just go in there and we'll get those. Now we can make our background layer active again, and we're all finished. Go up to File, Save. We'll call it VW Color Splash. Save it as a JPEG. Okay. And we're done. So that's it. That's a very quick and easy way to do a color splash. There are other ways you can do it as well, but this one meets our purposes just fine. Hope you found that interesting. Hope you found it easy, and thanks for watching.